when your rooster crows at the break of dawn. Look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Oh, don't think twice, it's alright. Hey, I'm Kevin. Welcome to a song tutorial for Bob Dylan's Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. I love playing this tune, and I think you will too. Lots of cool chords. Also, the B flat chord, which maybe you have avoided playing in your uke tenure, but it's a good one to learn and start working on in the context of a song. So we're going to take a look at the chords, the strumming pattern, and spend some time playing this one together. Get yourself tuned up, and let's get to it. Hey, before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and click that alert bell so you know when the next video is coming your way. If you're interested in more learning resources, head over to AllForUke.com where we have a full searchable library of songs, song sheets, practice tracks, worksheets, and more. All for you, AllForUke.com. Let's start off by checking out the strumming pattern. So this one uses the same pattern throughout the entirety of the song. And the pattern we'll use here is down, down, up, a classic strum used for folk Americana tunes. So here's how it sounds when you play it. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And I'm using an F major chord here to demonstrate. We'll get into the chords here in a bit. When we count this, we start by using our down strum, and that is counted as 1. We come back up with a ghost strum, and we go down with 2. So we have 1, 2, and then we have this sort of hesitation that happens here where we want to kind of ghost up and down to count for the and 3 because we do and, 4, and. So I'll just do this nice and slow. So it's 1, 2, and 4, and 1, 2, and 4, and. So it's really important there that you keep subdividing the rhythm. Really make sure that you're going to keep your hand going down and up the entire time, even if you're not making contact with a string. So that is the strumming pattern. Let's try that together here, just holding an F major chord, and I'll give us a 4 count so we can just kind of work on locking into this rhythm here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4, and 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 1, 2, and 4, and. Let's take a look at the intro for this tune. So I'm going to play through it, and then we'll talk about the chords and how to put it together. So here we go with a demonstration. All right, so the chords that we'll use for the intro section. We'll start off here with our F major chord. So F major is just played with middle finger on the G string of the 2nd fret, index finger on the 1st fret of the E string. Then we move to our old friendly C major chord. I like to play this with my ring finger on the A string of the 3rd fret. Make sure you're staying up on those fingertips, getting nice pressure down there. And then we move to a D minor chord. So D minor played here with middle, ring, and index finger on the 2nd and 1st fret. And now for the old B word, B flat. To move to B flat, I'm going to just keep my index finger down on the E string and flatten it out over the E and A strings here on the 1st fret. Put my middle finger on the C string of the 2nd fret and ring finger on the G string of the 3rd fret. Get nice pressure with your thumb behind, or you might see me using the back of my hand here to hold the B flat chord snug up against the neck. So then we have the B flat chord, and then the chords that we finish off the intro with are just F and C, so we've already learned them. So let's now take a look at this chord progression, and you'll see it on the blue bar below. So I'll just talk us through. We'll do a 4 count in with the strumming pattern and play through this intro section. So here we go. Nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, C, D minor, twice, and we'll do B flat, B flat again, and F, C, Let's take a look at the verse section now. So we're going to go a couple lines at a time. I'll demonstrate the first two lines here. It ain't no use in sitting wonder why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. It ain't no use in sitting wonder why, babe, if you don't know by now. So again, just like the intro, we start off with an F chord, a C chord, and a D minor chord. That's going to be pretty consistent here throughout the tune. And then we move to our B flat chord again, which we've already talked about, and to our F chord. And then the only change here in this first line is at the very end, instead of doing C major, we do C7. So C7, pretty easy chord here. Index finger on the first fret of the A string. So that's the first line. Let's take a look at the second line now. So again, we start on our F chord, C chord, and back to D minor. And then instead of going to B flat this time, we go to a G7 chord. So we play G7 here by rotating down with our index finger from the D minor and putting our middle finger and ring finger on the second fret of the C and A string. And then we slide over with our ring finger here from the second fret to the third fret for our C major chord, which we play once. And then we finish off the line with a C7 chord. And this C7 chord kind of finishes the line, but it's also the pickup note for the next line. So it kind of gets squeezed in there, which you'll be able to see on the blue bar below. So those are the chords for the first couple lines here. Now let's play this one nice and slow together. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, C, D minor. Move to B flat. F, C7. F, C, D minor twice, and then G7, C, C7. If you're digging the sound of my uke, head over to AllForUke.com/shop. You can have a Kala ukulele for yourself. When you buy your Kala ukulele through AllForUke, you're supporting us, and we really appreciate it. Make sure you check it out. Concerts, sopranos, tenors, baritones, a wide selection of accessories, capos, and more. All for you, AllForUke.com/shop. Now I'll demonstrate the next two lines. You're going to notice that I'm going to start off with the C and the C7 to pick up into this section, but we'll go through that when we talk about the chords. So here we go, the next two lines of the verse. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Ooh, left you hanging there. So we start off again, as I mentioned, I did the quick C to C7 move from the line before because that kind of hangs over when you start singing When the Rooster Crows. So this section actually starts with the F chord again, which we'll play twice. And then we move to a new chord here, F7. So the F7 chord, all we're doing is adding our ring finger to the C string of the third fret. So here's our F major. You can hear that. Now here's F7, which is a dominant 7 chord. You can hear that nice pull of the dominant 7. We move to a B flat, which we've played before. And then here's a new transition moving from B flat to G7. So we're already partially playing the G7 chord. So to make this move, I keep my middle and index finger in place and move my ring finger down to the A string of the second fret. And then from there, we move to our little turnaround, which happens here, and we're gonna do one strum per chord. So we go from F to A minor. In A minor, all we do is play with our middle finger on the G string of the second fret to the D minor chord. So our middle finger stays in place here. ring finger and index go on, and then we finish this line with a B flat chord again. So working on this move from D minor to B flat is going to be really in your best interest, and also working on moving from B flat to G7. So this is a great tune to kind of start getting a handle on the B flat chord, and it's a lot more fun to learn it in the context of a song. Let's now play this section together. I'll talk us through it, give us a 4 count in. We're going to start by using the C and the C7 chord so we can kind of roll into the lyrics nicely here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, C7, F, F7, B flat, G7, and now F, A minor, D minor, B flat. Now for a quick demonstration of the tagline of the song, don't think twice, it's alright. So let's take a look at this short section here. We start off with an F chord. We'll play that once. We'll move down to C7, so just take your index finger down to the A string, back to an F chord, and then we finish off with a C7 chord. So pretty easy there. Let's do this one together with a nice 4 count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, C7, F, C7. Are you ready to play this one with me? Get yourself tuned up. We're going to go through the intro and the verse section, and then you'll be prepared to play this song in its entirety because it's just a repeat of those verses and chords over and over again. So I'll give us a 4 count in. We'll start here with an F chord. Smile on our face. We're playing uke together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. B flat. Sit and wonder why, babe. It don't matter anyhow. It ain't no use in sit and wonder why, babe. If you don't know by now, when your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Oh, don't think twice, it's alright. Well, thank you so much for learning Bob Dylan's Don't Think Twice, It's Alright with me. I hope you enjoyed our new setting here, which we'll be filming a lot more tutorials in the future, so look out for those coming soon. If you like this video, head over to AllForUke.com. I have a full song sheet put together with chord charts, all sorts of good resources for you to learn and progress at your uke playing. And one last thing, don't forget to leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel here, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. My name's Kevin. Have a good one, guys.
Let's get carried away.